How are we, lads? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 13 of the NRL. Obviously, State of Origin coming up Wednesday night, so only 4 games this weekend. I got every single game correct, 4 from 4 this weekend in my tips. So if you were watching my tipping video on Tuesday and you followed with what I tipped, congratulations on getting a perfect round. Well, let's get into the game, man. Not much to talk about. This review won't go on too long. It was a very boring game, a very one-sided affair, and Parramatta get the win, 40 points to 4. And we'll go through the game real quick. So, in the 3rd minute, the first try of the game went to Ryan Madison. He scored the first try of the game, and there was a try to Hayes Dunster in the 16th minute, and then Sevo in the 29th, Sevo in the 35th, Gavelston in the 38th. Half time, Parramatta 22-0. Moses' goal kicking was really off this afternoon. He kicked 1 from 5 in the first half. And then, obviously, I live streamed the game, which was great to have the live streams back up and running. So that was outstanding. And thanks to everyone that tuned in for the live stream. So half time, man. Parramatta 22-0. And Newcastle looked very poor. Jake Clifford's first game at Newcastle, he was awful. But, it was his first game there, and combinations need to gel, so it's understandable. And I thought Newcastle were really poor. There was periods of the game where I'm like, that's better from Newcastle, but, there was no communication there. There was no talk, and it looked like a really quiet team out there. And Parramatta, they were back to winning ways this afternoon. And in the second half, I tried a Bryce Cartwright in the 42nd minute, Obachek in the 53rd minute, and then in the 69th minute, I tried a Wagga Blake, and then 5 minutes to go, Knights finally scored a try for a Nari Chihuahua, and the Eels get the result, 40 points to 4 over the Newcastle Knights down there at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. Now, we'll go through some of the stats of the game. Parramatta had 54% possession. Newcastle had 46%. Parramatta's completion rate today was 35 from 43. Newcastle was 25 from 35. What else happened here? There was no 40-20s in the game either, which was a bit of a surprise. Discipline. Newcastle had 3-1 in the set restarts. 3-2 penalty count in the game. 16 errors from Newcastle. That is not good enough. Parramatta only had 13 errors. Still, Parramatta's error count needs to really improve for mine. Reid Marnie with 37 tackles. I guess that's the big talking point in the game. Reid Marnie injuring his shoulder or pec. Still not sure, but it's not good for Reid Marnie. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. But let's talk about some of the great players today from the game. So Parramatta, some of their great players. I thought Clint Gavelston was great at fullback. Sevo had a great game on the wing. Wagga Blake had his best game in the Parramatta Eels jersey all year. Dunster was decent. I thought Dylan Brown had a great game. Ran for 228 metres, which is good to see him back running the ball. Campbell Gillard was solid. Papali'i and Madison were good. Brown was good at lock. Also for Parramatta, I thought Shaw Lane and Oregon Kafusi off the bench were outstanding. I thought they had a really good game. Cartwright was good as well. As for the Newcastle side, hard to really say he played well for them. I mean, Anari Chihuahua tried very hard. Jacob Saifidi tried hard. Barnett had an absolute shocker for mine. Connor Watson had a good game, and Josh King tried hard for the Knights off the bench. But Parramatta, man, far too good for Newcastle. Newcastle, for mine, still a team that just can't get it right. I mean, obviously that they had a lot of players out, which is understandable. But to dish up that performance, it's not good enough. I mean, you gotta have depth in this competition. You gotta have guys that can come in and do the job. If you haven't got any depth, you're not gonna do well in the NRL. I'm sorry. You gotta have good backup players. If Mitchell Pearce is out for Newcastle, you need someone to come in there that can do the job. Now, Kurt Mann at 5'8" today. Oh my God, he was so poor. He was awful. I don't think Kurt Mann will be there next week at 5'8". It was shocking. Jake Clifford's first game, like I said, it'll take time for him to get combinations with the other players. Newcastle, they're just they're playing really poor at the moment. Parramatta needed to bounce back after losing 2 games in a row, and they bounced back today in a really good way. So good on the Eels, but like I said, man, I live streamed the game earlier. It was a really hard game to watch. I was dazing off towards the end now. I was getting really tired. But Parramatta, man, they get away with the job. They get the job done there, 40 points to 4. Our top 3 players on ground for this one, I'm going to go with, let's go, number 3, Mike Acevo, scored 2 tries. Number 2, I'm going to go with Dylan Brown. He was outstanding. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to go with Wagga Blake. I thought he had a really good game today, Wagga Blake. Probably the best game he's played in about 6 to 9 months. He was terrific today. And Wagga Blake gets my man of the match for the Knights and the Eels game, but not much to talk about. But that's pretty much it. But if you guys enjoyed the Sunday football review, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys again tonight for another video between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, somewhere between that time slot, for my State of Origin Game 1 preview. Until then, guys, take care of yourself. Well done to the Eels on a great win. Good luck to Newcastle next week. And I'll see you guys in the next one.